We are standing today in one of our secure vaults in Switzerland in front of an impressive amount of silver, as you can see, often described as the poor man's gold. I like to call it the smart man's silver. There's a lot that can be said about silver, but first, Egon, what exactly are we looking at here? And give us a little description of these bars in this asset.
These are 1,000-ounce silver bars, and 1,000 ounces means that it weighs approximately 1,000 ounces because each one of these bars is weighed individually. But it's all around 1,000 ounces, plus or minus a few ounces. 1,000 ounces is like 30 kilos, so they are very heavy. But these are the typical investment bars or bars held by central banks or by bigger investors. This is not a bar that you can put in your pocket, obviously. 30 kilos is a bit too heavy. Now, the bar shows, except for here, this is the refiner. In addition to the refiner, you see here also the purity of the bar. Down here, we see 4 nines, 9999. That means that this silver bar contains at least 99.99% silver. It's basically the highest grade of silver you can have. Down here you have also the name of the assayer, which always is required for each bar. We have here on the right-hand side, we have the year that this bar was cast, 2014 in this case. And finally, we have the serial number. So these bars are always stored in vaults. It's not something that you use at home as bar stops. They're just too expensive. Now, to just give you an idea of the value of these bars, so silver is right now around $50 an ounce. Just to give you an idea of the value of these bars today, I have to point out, silver is around $51 an ounce right now. $51 times 1,000 means $51,000. If we go back to, let's say, 1971, when Nixon closed the gold window, and basically metal prices, it was a free-for-all because no currency was backed by gold, then the silver price was around $1.50. So that means that this bar has gone from $1,500 to over $50,000 during that time. We believe right now that silver is one of the most undervalued metals there are, for the simple reason that there is every year a shortage of silver. The mining of silver is not sufficient to cover the demand. And the demand is not just investment demand, but is also industrial demand, electrical products, photovoltaic cells, etc. We think that silver is now at a point in history. Remember that it's 3 times reached $50. 1980 first time, and then down massively to $10 or less. And then in 2011, again, $50 and down in the low teens. And the third time now, in 2025, silver is again just past $50. In our view, from here, silver is not going to be rejected again and come down rapidly. It is instead going to be catapulted well above the $50 level to much, much higher levels, and probably also very, very quickly because, as I said, there is a massive shortage of silver. Now, from our point of view, silver is, yes, it is an investment, definitely, just like gold is an investment. For us, primarily, it's also wealth preservation. And therefore, in a wealth preservation portfolio, you keep mainly gold, but you also, obviously, always in physical form, but also you keep some silver. And today, because of the potential of silver, which will move at least twice as fast as gold, probably faster, to much, much higher levels. So therefore, hold around 35% maximum of your precious metals in silver and the rest in gold. And also, of course, gold is for a lot of people very expensive, while silver is not, as my friend here, Matt, said, the poor man's gold. It's just now one of the most unique investments to hold, which combines wealth preservation with wealth enhancement. So therefore, all the silver has moved up from the teens up now to, in the last few years, up to 50. We believe that the next move will be massive, and therefore hold it for wealth preservation and hold it for wealth enhancement. You're going to see major moves in the next few months and years. Above all, keep it in a safe vault like here and have it in your own name so you can access the silver whenever you want, obviously outside the banking system. And that way, you have preserved wealth in the best form you can. Thank you.